Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. These are the highlights of Worthing First 11's game against Buxted Park in the Sussex League on Saturday the 28th of June. Thank you as always to our sponsors, Nepcote Financial Services and Rabbit Sports Camps. Worthing this week are without all-rounder Nick Bellamy. He was replaced by Pierre Forster. Following their successful run chase, Worthing once again electing to field having won the toss. Due to some technical issues on the feed, we don't join the game until the 23rd over, and we find the Buxted opener Hunter already 69 not out of 69 balls. On a beautiful hot sunny day, it really looked a good day for batting, and Worthing seemed to be struggling to stem the flow of runs. In the 26th over though, it's left-arm spinner Harry Dunn here who's picking up the wicket of the number 4 batsman Reed, attempting to smash one away through the onside, but just manages to slice it over to the offside for a simple catch, and he's out for 8 runs. The score 125 for 3. Just one run later and more successful Worthing. Regali down the hill and an attempted drive and smart catch by Dunn at first slip. Excellent. And another wicket down, 126 for 4 in the 27th over. The next wicket to fall is that of the number 6 batsman Allen. Here again, Regali striking, just one onto the pads and clipping one away to square leg, and a smart catch by Middleton. And Buxted are 138 for 5 in the 29th over. Very shortly after, there's another wicket, and it's Barnes. Again, he's out for naught, an attempted bouncer from Regali, and all he can do is just swat it straight up in the air. And again, that's going to be a very simple catch for Middleton at square leg. Worthing really doing well here now, really stemming the flow of runs, and 140 for 6 in the 31st over, sensing that they could potentially bowl Buxted out here for a low score. However, Buxted still had opener Hunter, who'd been batting superbly well, and he reached his 100 off 111 balls. He was joined by the number 8 batsman Dean, and they started to build a very promising partnership, looking like it could potentially take the game away from Worthing. Both Hunter and Dean had built an excellent partnership, helping Buxted to boost their score up to 200, and that's when the next wicket fell. Here we see Dean, who'd made a very well-made 28 from 55 balls, attempting a cut shot from Bandy, but he can't keep it down, and a very good catch from Dunn at cover point, and that's the next wicket to fall, 200 for 7 in the 45th over. Worthing sensed that maybe they could still knock Buxted over for a very reachable score, but opener Hunter carried on his merry way, and he played some fantastic shots, really with a full licence on the lower order, and putting Worthing a bit to the sword here in the later overs. The next wicket to fall is a run out, and it's that of Sheffield. He's run out to score 230 for 8 in the 48th over. Hunter, however, still there on 147 from 134 balls. And it's Hunter here bringing up his 150 with a straight drive off Harry Merritt Land down the ground for 4. Brilliantly Melwayed 150 off 135 balls. Excellent knock. And there's very little Worthing can do to stop Hunter from scoring now. He's seeing it like a football, and here's another big 6 off the spinner done over long on. 162 now off 140 balls. Buxted 247 for 8 in the 50th over. And here's another one from Hunter. Big 6 back over the bowler's head. Wonderful shot. 261 now for 8 in the 50th over. And that's when the declaration came. 51 overs completed. Buxted Park 265 for 8. Opener Alfie Hunter not out 177 from 146 balls. An absolute standout innings. He was well supported down the order by William Dean, who scored an excellent 28 from 56 balls, just when Worthing seemed to be getting on top. And he supported Hunter to take Buxted Park to that very good score of a 265. Brigali, once again, the standout bowler for Worthing, 4 for 67 off 18 overs, supported by Harry Dunn, 2 for 75 off 16 overs. Jeb Bandy's picking up the other wicket, that 1 for 15 off his 2 overs. So Worthing needing 266 to win in 49 overs. Didn't achieve the greatest start, however. Here's Watkins just wafting at one a bit outside the off stump to open the Sheffield, and it's a very fine edge, and he's caught behind, and Worthing are 1 down in the very first over with no runs on the board. This brought our overseas player Nathan Shorts to the crease to join Ollie Kay, and they started to build a very nice promising partnership actually, and playing some very nice shots. Here Ollie Kay getting one away through the offside from a short ball from the opener Heater and moving the scoreboard on quite nicely. The next wicket to fall, though, is that of opener Kay. Here, he just couldn't quite duck out of the way from this short ball from opener Sheffield, and he just flicks the glove and he's caught behind. And a very promising innings comes to an end, and Worthing are 37 for 2 in the 7th over. And that's Worthing's 50 up in the 9th over. Pierre Forster cutting one away through the offside for 4. 80 for 2, and Nathan's pulling out his reverse sweep, and he's nailed this one through for 4 runs and pushing him up to 39 and the score up to 84 for 2 in the 14th over. But just a few runs later, a very promising innings comes to an end from Nathan. He's just pushing one away, gets the leading edge, and it's a very simple caught and bowled. That's the next wicket down. Nathan out for 39 and it's 84 for 3 in the 14th over. Joy again for Buxted in the very next over. It's Pierre this time and he's gone. He's bowled by Hunter, and Worthing are 90 for 4 in the 15th over. Captain Swift to the crease now, and he's up and running very quickly by cutting this one away through the offside for 4. And the 100's up for Worthing here. Captain Swift again, hitting one away through the leg side. Worthing up to 105 in the 17th over. Don't bowl there. A poor ball from Heater halfway down, and Swift's quickly onto it, smashing it away through mid-wicket for 6. Worthing's score moving forward rapidly here, 116 for 4 in the 18th over. But then very suddenly and sadly, this promising innings from Captain Swift, 19 off 11 balls, comes to an end. A good ball actually from Hunter, which he tries to turn away to the leg side and just gets an edge and is well caught in the gully. 123 for 5 in the 20th over. Next man to the crease is Harry Merritt-Bland, and he's joining Henry Chandler, who's on 16 off 29 balls. And here's Harry hitting one away through the leg side to get his innings up and running. But again, when the partnership was looking very promising, Worthing lose a wicket, and here Henry Chandler goes, trying to pull the ball away, and all he can do is get a top edge, and he's caught at fine leg for a well-made 19 off 34 balls. Next man out with the score 159 is Harry Merritt-Bland. Here, really unfortunate, actually, just going for a sweep shot, and it just sort of gets trapped behind him and just rolls onto the stumps. A really unfortunate way to get out. A really well-made 21 off 24 balls, but that's the next wicket for Worthing, and they're now 7 down, 159 for 7 in the 29th over. Jeb Bandy's the next man in for Worthing, but unfortunately he doesn't last very long. Trying to hit one away over the bowler's head, and he's caught at long on for just 5, and that's the next wicket down. Worthing now 173 for 8 in the 33rd over. The total now looking a long way away. But just when everything looked dead and buried for Worthing, Giorgio Regali joins young Ed Middleton at the crease, and slowly but surely they begin to build a very promising partnership. Some brilliant shots from Regali here, dealing with the short ball severely, pulling away through the onside, and a lovely beautiful shot here, ball pitched up from opener Heater, smashed away through the offside. Worthing 186 for 8. Worthing past 200, and it's still Regali and Middleton. Here's Regali cutting one away through the offside for another 4. Worthing up to 213 now for 8 in the 41st over. Is the win on? Slowly but surely Worthing are pecking away at this Buxted total, and here's a wonderful shot again from Regali, pulling open a Sheffield away through mid-wicket, and that's the 240 up in the 44th over, Regali up to 46. And let's not forget about young Middleton, he's batting extremely well. Here he is on the pull again from Sheffield, and that's another 4 runs, taking him up to 31 from 48 balls. And here he is again, crashing the opener back over his head for 4, Worthing up to 253 now for 8, Middleton up to 38. But just when it looked like Regali and Middleton were going to seal the deal and bring the victory home for Worthing, Middleton going for the big shot, and he's caught on the long-on boundary, and that's the 9th wicket down. Worthing 255 for 9 in the 47th over. 11 runs to win, but 9 wickets down. So it's down to the last wicket, Regali and done. Regali bringing up his 50 though. Lovely shot through the offside, a nice single, and a well-made 50 off 49 balls. Well batted, sir. So it's come down to the last over, 6 to win off 6 balls with 1 wicket remaining. Ball 1, a fumble by the keeper, and it's a single, 5 to win off 5 balls. Second ball, and Harry's here hitting one through the leg side, but it's just a single, 262 for 9, 4 to win off 4 balls. Ball 3, and a little push into the offside. Worthing keen to take the single. Run for Regali, and the 263 for 9. 3 balls remaining. 3 runs to win. The 4th ball, and it's just a push back down the pitch from Dunn. He can't do much with that one. A valuable dot ball for Buxted, and it's 3 to win off 2 balls. 5th ball of the over, a full toss, hit through the onside by Dunn. They're off for the single. A very good piece of fielding, and it's just restricted to 1. Worthing now need 2 to win off the final ball. Giorgio Regali, the striking batter. With 1 ball left, it's all results possible. So it's Hunter into Regali, a full ball, drive down the ground. They're off for the single. Can he make it? Yes, he does. Appeal, but he's in. That's it. The scores are tied, and the game's a draw. 265 for 9 off 45 overs. A draw. Wow, what a match. Buxted 265 for 8 in 51 overs. Worthing 265 for 9 in 49 overs. Brilliant, brilliant cricket match. Well played, everyone. Standout batters for Worthing: Giorgio Regali 53 not out, Nathan Schultz 39, Ed Middleton with a brilliantly well-made 39, Oliver Kay with an excellent 22 at the top of the order. You've got to feel a bit for Buxted's Alfie Hunter, the man who scored 177 not out and took 6 for 82, not finishing on the winning side, but an excellent game from him, well played. We look forward to seeing you next time for the highlights of our match against Mayfield on Saturday the 5th of July. Thanks for watching. See you next time.